How do there, guys? Welcome back to Edgar TV. We're going to look at who could go up the rankings now at the Players' Championship Finals at Minehead. Now, this event has a high turnover of players. Normally what I do at this point is I say, these are the players that are not defending anything, and these are the players that could outdo their performance of last year because they didn't really do anything 2 years ago, which is the prize money they are defending on the 2-year rolling system. However, there's quite a lot of players here, so I'm going to pick a few out. If you think something different, go down to the comment section, let me know where those key stories are for you and in your opinion. Now, the prize money for this starts off quite small in regards to the significance it's going to make on the rankings. Here's the payout for the event. It is now £3,000 for the opening game. I remember the first time I played there, it was £2,000, so it's gone up £1,000 in total. It was 2.5 before, now it's up to 3. Big jump now in regards to that second win. Second win takes you up to £6,500. That's a sizable jump when you're looking at a ranking of someone like Dom Taylor, for example, someone who's outside the 64. A win here would be quite significant. And then it's the last 16, 10,000, 20,000, 30. This is where it's going to make a difference. So most of the people that we're going to put a little bit of focus on today in regards to the Players' Championship Finals. Now, there's a couple of people outside of the top 64 at the moment who have not got tour cards, who with a good run here or a good run at the World Championship or a little bit of both could disturb the top 64, guaranteeing them their tour cards. Now, they've got tour cards anyway via a different system. But this is interesting. Connor Scott and Wesley Plazier. Now, Connor Scott takes on the recent finalist Martin Lutman, and this is interesting because Connor Scott at the moment is in a position of the world match play. Now, if Connor Scott can make the top 64 of the world, he will keep all the prize money he's got right now, and he'll be in the running for next year's world match play. However, if he doesn't make the top 64, he will start a new card next year, meaning he will lose all of his prize money he's got at the moment, and he will not be in the running for the match play. I do think Connor Scott or Wesley Plazier, one of the two is going to do this because they're both playing so well and have had a great year this year. I'd be very surprised if they both miss out. The key story comes at the very, very top of the rankings. Rob Cross and Luke Littler play each other in the opening round. Now, Luke Littler is defending nothing, so everything he wins here at this event is going to be a bonus. Rob Cross is defending the runners-up spot, £50,000. So if Luke Littler can beat Rob Cross and win another game, he's going to jump Rob Cross in the rankings, guaranteeing him in the top 4 going into the World Championships, with Michael Smith still in there as well, due to drop out. So interesting thing here, Luke Littler could guarantee himself a Premier League spot. I mean, he's guaranteed in anyway. There's no way Luke Littler's not playing in the Premier League, but by rules, he could get his position. Peter Wright withdrew from this event a couple of years ago. You may remember this graphic from the players going down, and ironically, we're going to concentrate on those two players. Peter Wright defending nothing. Opportunity here for him to halt the slide a little bit if he can get a couple of wins here. He's now outside the world's top 16, where Gian van Veen is moving towards the world's top 16. Yes, he played in this event a couple of years ago, but that was non-counting because he didn't have his card then and didn't make the top 64 without it. So because of that, reset back to 0. He lost to Ross Smith 6 legs to 2 a couple of years ago. He's now the world number 28, about £30,000 clear of the top 32, which he'll be more than happy with. I can guarantee you that. And when we look at where he's going, it's more likely he's moving towards the 16 than 32 at the moment. That being said, this needs to be a bit of a run, doesn't it? He's also got the World Championship as well. He's guaranteed £15,000. So a bit of a run here, though, could really help his case. Someone else looking for a bit of a run would be Mervyn King. Mervyn King played in this event a couple of years ago. He lost in the opening round. So nothing really to defend. He's guaranteed to gain £500, in fact, on his rankings. As we know, the prize money has increased over the last couple of years. £9,000 off, though, in regards to keeping his tour card. So when we think about what he's going to need here, he's going to need to make at least the last 16. That being said, he's got a tough draw here in Damon Heta, and when we look ahead as well, we've also got the World Championships, of which he's not currently in, so I don't think the last 16 is going to be enough. We do have the Steve Beaton rule as well, which means there'll be an extra place on the tour, but I still think Mervyn King needs at least a quarter-final here, and/or making the World Championships. There are lots of debutants in this event, people like Thibaut Tricol, you've got Dom Taylor in this event, people that are defending nothing from a couple of years ago, but they're more playing the longer game rather than those significant positions at the moment in around the 32. They are around about the 64 in that sort of argument and that debate, can they break the top 64? But it's not urgent for them at the moment because they have a 2-year card, meaning they've got next year as well, which is why we're not putting too much focus on them at the moment. But if you think they are the ones to focus on, let's hear it down in the comments section and hit that subscribe button on your way past. Now, staying on the Mervyn King scenario, players that was in this event a couple of years ago but lost in the first round. There's some big names with some big stories. Check out this list. So, Gerwin Price lost to Ryan Joyce a couple of years ago in the opening game. So, he essentially gets a free hit here. Stephen Bunting losing out to Jamie Hughes. Nathan Aspinall going out in the first round to Martin Kleermacher. But the two big stories here in regards to this round come from Michael Smith, who lost out to Richie Edhouse a couple of years ago. The reason that's significant is because he's already just lost the money from the Grand Slam of Darts. He's due to lose the money from the World Championships. He could go out the top 16. This is a chance to sort of get a little bit back on the board. A deep run here, but will that be a drop in the ocean? It certainly will be a drop in the ocean should he not have a good World Championships. However, this could help subsidise that loss and keep his place in the top 16. Significant for his rankings, for his seedings, and for his guaranteed TV appearances, which are very important. Not only that, a lot of sponsorship deals are paid in regards to your ranking position. So you get paid a fee for being top 16, a lower fee for being 32, a lower fee for being outside it. So it could also affect those. I'm not saying it does, but it could affect those sponsorship deals as well. So when we look at the top 32, we know that's the World Championship seeding. Raymond van Barneveld currently occupies that place, and the players behind him are not in a position at the moment to overtake him with a win or two. He needs a bit of a run and Barneveld to go out early, just like he did a couple of years ago to Kim Hybrex. But because he went out early a couple of years ago, £2,500 come off his rankings, he's guaranteed £3,000. So he's guaranteed to put £500 on his rankings regardless. However, he's going to need to pick up a couple of wins here, you feel, if he's going to feel comfortable. The last thing you want to do is sit back and watch this event and hope for results, because then you sort of, it's not in your hands, and you're watching the rankings, you're watching the events, and yeah, it's not ideal, and Barneveld really needs to be in that top 32. That being said, 32 position means he'll run into the world number 1 Luke Humphries, so it take one, lose one, but yeah, it's a much better scenario for sure to be in the seeding position, to not have to play a seed in the second round, to be guaranteed £15,000, to not have to play the international qualifier as well. So lots of strengths in regards to keeping his position in the top 32. So lots is going to change this weekend. I'm going to point them all out to you at the very end. Then we're going to be following the qualifier, the PDPA qualifier, that will be taking place on Monday. From there, we'll know the World Championship lineup, the draws coming out. Then we're going to look at who's going to be losing cards, all the different stories, everything you need to know regarding the PDC Darts, Lakeside coming up. I've got loads of content for you coming up as well that I've been filming. So we're going to be pretty much going to daily uploads now on Edgar TV. So make sure you do hit that subscribe button. Let's get up to that 100,000 subscribers. I'll catch you soon for some more Edgar TV.